Hey guys, it's Lindy. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to film Nolan's 15-month update because I feel like if I just don't sit down and do this now, then it's never gonna get done. I feel like around this time of year is when I tend to procrastinate more and more. And I don't know why, I just feel like I put off like everything from wrapping presents to buying presents. So I really just wanted to make this video today and fill you guys in on everything that's been going on with Nolan. Okay, so Nolan had his 15-month checkup last week, and the main thing that I took away from that appointment was that he shot up from the 70th to the 90th percentile for his height. And I didn't know that like babies could make such a drastic leap like that because you know, he obviously had his 1-year checkup, but you know, when we went in for his 15-month checkup, I honestly thought that he was gonna be like right around the same, you know, 70th percentile, maybe a little bit more. But when she told me that he was in the 90th percentile, I was like, wow, like I was not expecting that. So that kind of shocked me. And then he is still, I think he's pretty much still average for like his weight and everything and his head circumference and all that. But one thing that the pediatrician was telling me was that we now have to take away his pacifier, which was a little bit hard for me to come to terms with because he got really attached to his pacifier, especially when he started teething. He just really liked it as a soother, and I would even give it to him for his naps and stuff. So she told us that we just had to completely go cold turkey on the pacifier, so I had to take that away. And he put up maybe a little bit of a protest for a few days, but now it's fine. It's like he doesn't even notice that it's gone. So yes, we took away the pacifier. The other thing that's been going on with him more recently is that he's really started to throw more temper tantrums and get a lot more emotional. And it just like one day just like hit me out of nowhere that he's whining all the time now. And I think I mentioned this in like a Snapchat that I did recently, but I'll kind of just touch on it briefly again because it's like every single day over the smallest things, little things can upset him. You know, like he'll bring me his shoes and he'll want me to put on his shoes to go outside. And I'm like, no, we're not going outside right now. And I'll put his shoe down on the floor and then he'll just start crying, get emotional, and start throwing a little temper tantrum basically. And it's kind of hard to deal with because it's all day long over nothing, and it's really tempting, you know, as a mom to want to give in to them and just be like, okay, here, you know, like stop crying, just calm down. But I think I read somewhere, I want to say maybe it was on the Sleep Sense program that I read that basically how you want to deal with temper tantrums is you never ever want to give into the tantrum, no matter how small it is. You know, if they want to eat a whole carton of raspberries and you say no and they start just throwing a complete fit over that, no matter what you do, do not give them more raspberries, because what that then teaches the child is all I have to do is scream and cry and then eventually I will get what I want. So I think this is kind of a preview, unfortunately, and the start of kind of like the terrible twos. So I just have to remind myself every single day that I need to be strong, not give in to the tantrums. And I'm sure that as he gets, you know, older into like the 3s and the 4s and is able to kind of start to express himself a little bit more, I just feel like he'll really, you know, I just feel like as long as we have that good foundation set in place, you know, of not giving into his every request and demand, that's going to be the fastest way to, you know, prevent any future tantrums. So that is kind of what's been going on with him, you know, like emotionally. As far as like development and stuff like that, he's definitely talking more. It's really exciting because he has started to repeat now things that you will say to him. So sometimes I'll play like peekaboo with him, you know, and I'll cover my eyes and go, you know, peekaboo. And then he'll repeat back to you and he'll say, Pika. Or if I say, you know, what does a cat say? He's now saying meow. So that's really cute. I love that he's now starting to talk more and he's got a little bit more words in his vocabulary. And I think a lot of it's just more, you know, like repeating. Like if I say ball, you know, 3 or 5 times, then I can get him to say ball. So yeah, that's just been really exciting to watch him talk more. Let's see what else. He's still sleeping great. He sleeps through the night. Every single night we put him down around like 7 or 7:30 p.m. and he'll usually sleep until like 7 a.m. Sometimes it's 7:30 a.m. And just to kind of let you guys know that we did sleep train Nolan when he was about 6 months old. And if any of you are not familiar with sleep training, I'll just kind of give you like a little preview into it and let you know that I would recommend the Sleep Sense program to any of you out there who are having troubles with your infant, with your newborn who may not be sleeping so well. So around like 4 months, what started happening with Nolan is that he started to take shorter and shorter daytime naps, and I couldn't really figure out why this was happening. So I went online and I did a bunch of research, and what I ended up finding out was that he had what's called a prop dependency. And what that means is that the child attaches themselves to something external to help them fall asleep. So whether it's nursing to sleep or whether it's sucking on a pacifier to fall asleep, they use this prop to get them into the sleep cycle. Then what typically happens is because they cycle in between deep stages and light stages of sleep. So then what happens is when they come to a light cycle of sleep, instead of being able to put themselves back to sleep, if they notice that the pacifier is gone, if they notice that they're not nursing on you anymore, or if they noticed that, you know, you're not rocking them anymore, what happens is they then have a full wake up instead of being able to go back to sleep. So I used the Sleep Sense program. And basically what I did with him was when we started sleep training him, you just have to put them to sleep completely awake. Now, you put them to sleep drowsy, but you have to lay them down in the crib wide awake with no props. So no pacifier, you know, no swaddle. You can't swaddle them anymore because they have to be able to rely on themselves, you know, soothe themselves in whatever way that they want to, whether that's, you know, sucking their thumb or, you know, twirling their hair. You know, I know that kind of sounds silly, but you have to put them to sleep when they are awake, and you have to kind of just let them cry it out. Now you can go in and check on them like every 10 minutes and just kind of shush them, let them know that you're there and it's okay. But yeah, that system just worked very quickly for us. It worked really well for us, and he caught on very quickly, and he now has great sleep skills. He knows how to put himself to sleep every single night. He goes to sleep and he falls asleep within a few minutes. He takes great daytime naps. And, you know, obviously he's going through some teething, so sometimes naps are a little bit shorter, but he's just a really great sleeper. And I really do have to thank the Sleep Sense program for, you know, allowing me to have sort of that foundation for him, because I can refer back to it now if I have like any questions or if certain things come up, you know, like what do you do if they're having a sleep regression? I can just, you know, refer back to that program and I know like exactly what to do. So if any of you moms out there are having trouble with, you know, your babies getting to sleep, or, you know, maybe you notice that like their naps are shortening or something like that, yeah, definitely check out the Sleep Sense program. All right, and then as far as like feeding and stuff, he's still eating pretty well, I would say, although he's gotten a little bit more picky now when it comes to like eating veggies and stuff like that. He's definitely protesting a little bit more, and he's spitting stuff out sometimes. He's throwing his food, and so that can definitely be a little bit challenging, you know, especially when you take the time to like cook them vegetables and make them healthy meals, and then they just want like nothing to do with it. That is really, really hard to deal with sometimes. But I just I'm trying to just make sure that I, you know, raise him to be not a picky eater. And then I do set like, you know, good healthy meal choices out for him at every single meal. And sorry if I'm about to get kind of deep here for a second, but I just like think that nutrition is super important. And David, his side of the family, his father had diabetes, and David has not been tested for diabetes. But, you know, when I discussed that with my pediatrician, she was saying that, you know, if, you know, a parent or a grandfather has had diabetes, that, you know, it is more likely that, you know, the child can develop diabetes. So you just want to be really careful about establishing healthy eating habits with your child very early on. So I just really try to not give him a lot of sugar, make sure that he is getting used to the taste of healthy meals, you know, vegetables, and like snacks I keep very simple. I do like cheese and crackers or hummus and veggie sticks, maybe some yogurt and fruit. And that is like his sugar, you know, like fruit to me has a lot of sugar in it. Those pouches, you know, like the fruit and veggie pouches, those have a lot of sugar. Applesauce. So I don't really feel the need to give him things like, you know, cookies and cake and soda pop. I don't know, like I just don't want him to get used to that kind of stuff. I don't want him to grow up developing a taste for those things, and I really don't want to even keep that kind of stuff in the house. So that's just kind of, you know, my perspective on things, is that we're a little bit more cautious with him, because I want just to make sure that he grows up happy and healthy, doesn't have any like health issues or anything like that. So sorry if I just kind of got a little deep on you guys there, but I just wanted to let you know why why I seem kind of so OCD with him sometimes when it comes to like eating and his eating choices, and, you know, providing him with like organic versus non-organic things, and, you know, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of insight as to why I buy organic things, is because it's, you know, studies have shown that organic has a lot more nutritional value as well. So a pasture-raised organic egg versus a non-pasture-raised, you know, organic egg is going to have a lot more omega-3s. And so there's just really a lot of health benefits into buying organic as well. Okay, so he's actually waking up from his nap right now, so I'll go grab him, and I'll finish this video with him in here. So let me go do that really quick. Say hello. Did you have a good nap? You did? You don't know? Okay. Say hi.
Dada.
That's not Dada. Dada's at work. All right, so as far as teething and stuff goes, he's definitely got more teeth coming in. He's got his 2 molars on the top coming in, and then he's got another tooth on the bottom by like his 2 bottom front teeth. He's got one coming in on the side here. But he does pretty good with teething. You know, he really doesn't complain too much. And I still give him like those little, you know, silicone feeders with like ice chips and stuff when he seems like he's when he seems like he's in pain and stuff. So yes, that is what we do for teething. But I really haven't had to give him any infant Motrin or anything in quite a while, so that's been nice. Let's see, what else? He's still obsessed with our cat. He chases him around all day long. He likes reading books. Okay, so this is like his favorite book right now. It's called Never Touch a Dinosaur, and it has like all these different like textures and things in the book. So he likes flipping through all these pages and like feeling all the different textures and stuff. And then he also really likes those like peekaboo books, lift the flat books. So I think that's really good for them to, you know, like explore all the different like pictures and stuff, and then I point stuff out. All right, so yeah. So yeah, I point stuff out to him in those books, and you know, I'll like point out where's the kitty, and he can point to like the kitty and stuff now. So he's doing better with like word association and stuff like that. So with his milk, he still has 3 6 ounces a day. So he has one in the morning when he wakes up, and then he's gonna have another one right now. So he has 6 ounces when he wakes up from his afternoon nap, and then we give him, or I'm sorry, we give him 7 ounces at bedtime. So he, yes. Can I have a kiss? He's giving kisses now. Kiss. Mwah. Oh, kiss me. Okay, let's get your milk. Okay, so while he is drinking his milk, I'll go ahead and just finish this up here really quick. So his eyes are still kind of like a bluish, like a dark blue color, and I don't know if they're going to change anytime soon, but they still look blue to me, so I don't know if, like, I've read like mixed things online saying like by 1 their eyes are gonna be their permanent color, and some people are telling me it could still change up to 1.5 years. So I don't know. All I know that his eyes are still blue, which is just so bizarre because me and David both have dark brown eyes. So yeah, I don't know if they're, you know, still gonna change or anything. But yeah, that is everything, you guys, for his 15-month update. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Have yourself a very happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.